Well, good morning, everyone. I'm starting my YouTube channel sort of slowly. I've been on here for a while, but I haven't posted anything really serious at all. And I thought I would talk about learning disabilities today. I wanted to start a channel. I was, I don't know, I was kind of contemplating how I was going to start the channel and what I was going to sort of focus on. And I guess disabilities is sort of something because I have a few disabilities myself, and my boyfriend has disabilities, and a lot of people, most people around me do. Um, so I thought I would talk about starting out just living with a disability of any kind. Of course, every disability is different, and I thought I might just discuss how my disability at the moment affects my life. I have a hemiparesis, which is a half-sided physical disability. Um, some of you may know, if for those who don't, uh, before I was born, usually it happens during the birth because something during birth goes wrong. But in my case, it was before my birth, during 7 months gestation. And I had a stroke while I was in the womb, and my in the back part of my right hemisphere of my brain, there's now a huge bleed, or there was. It's healed over, and now through neuroplasticity and a lot of brain training, my uh, learning disability has definitely been lessened, and through a lot and a lot and a lot of physical therapy, my physical disability has also been lessened, but it's a constant thing that I have to always keep up. Um, um, so, on that note, I've lived with it my entire life, um, and I just people have always taught me how to compensate, but I found my best teacher is myself. I teach myself better than anyone could teach me because by living, you figure out what your strengths are and you learn to manage with your disability. That's just a given fact. Um, and at some point, I'm going to bring my boyfriend in. Maybe he wants to, I don't know, he's kind of skeptical about YouTube and that kind of stuff, being on YouTube and being seen and that kind of stuff. Um, I'm not. uh, so basically, I guess I grew up with being surrounded with disabled people of every kind of disability you can think of. Um, and it normalized it for me. We talk about trying to integrate disabled people into society. Well, they're already integrated. The only difference that has to happen is that the people who aren't disabled or don't view themselves as disabled have to accept them or just acknowledge the fact that they're there. We've always been there. It's not like we're just entering society for the first time. I mean, that's, yeah. Um, so I thought, um, let me gather my thoughts here. That's part of my problem. I think faster than I speak, and then my, yeah. Um, so when I started out in school, let me start from school age after kindergarten and all that. In school, it really did start because I went to a normal school in America, but they emphasized in my town special needs and special education, especially. So I had a very good special education start to my schooling. And there was never, I mean, I encountered bullying because of my disability and because I was just weird. Um, but it was the weird that the way I was that got me through school and got me through it um, fairly happy. Fairly, I mean, I loved school. I just loved it, and I don't understand. Well, I've begun to understand after being in the German school system from and watching the way kids are these days, how much kids can hate school these days. Um, but that's a whole different topic. Um, so this was the first attempt at a YouTube video. I've made them before, but that was a different channel. Um, I guess I'll go on talking about school tomorrow. This was just the intro. I hope you like my page, and there'll be more to come. If you're interested, just um, shout out topics, write in the comments topics you'd love me to talk to you about and hear my opinion about. Um, I speak both English and German, so there may be some conversations if you're in Germany watching this. I can switch over to German. I may bring on some other friends of mine who are raving to talk about this kind of stuff, and so it'll be very interesting. Um, so yeah, bye.